Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Galley La Podcast. I'm your host, Geboss, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Akainu Fanboy.
Yo.
And today we're going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 266. And please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Let us know what you thought of the chapter, and let's get right into it. And we're picking up from last time where Sukuna said no to the Talk No Jutsu and is getting ready to fight Yuji. But we see a little bit more of the flashback. I don't know if this took place when Yuji initially encountered Fushiguro's soul in there. I kind of read it like that. But what do you think?
I thought like, yeah. It kind of seems like, an extension at least of the conversation they were having, but then you see Fushiguro kind of interacting with the two. But like I said, I really like the characterization for Itadori because I do like Itadori's character a lot and everything, and I think it's just a good regrounding of the person he is before this last fight and everything. So I thought it was like really needed, especially since the WrestleMania we've been having for the past 20-something chapters.
Yeah, it's the Royal Rumble. Everyone gets in. But
so it was refreshing.
Yeah,
like the last chapter.
Yeah, I liked Itadori's speech about his grandfather and how he now kind of understands what he was going through with the constant turmoil with the lung cancer and everything. I don't know though. It kind of spits in the face of all the other shonen, where it's like, no, I'm gonna save you no matter what, Sasuke. Yeah, and it's like, well, yeah, I kind of understand why you don't want to live. Shit sucks, so I won't tell you not to, but yeah, and we get to see kind of Fushiguro's.
Yeah, and he has a willingness to kill Fushiguro too. He seems like he has that willingness to take him down.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of joked about, like when Gojo was fighting Sukuna. It's like they do realize that's Fushiguro's body, right? And yeah, it's kind of coming back around to that. But I did also enjoy the Fushiguro's kind of perspective on it. Like, just wanted a simple life for Sumiki to live. But yeah, if only she were more of an established character.
Right.
We would care more.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, characterization is like in stories, which is needed.
Yeah. But speaking of characterization, we get another explanation of why Sukuna with his multiple arms is awesome. And I feel like it's a lot of like re-explaining stuff. Like he can read up his curse technique if he uses Gojo's thing. He can use the wicker basket if he's using his multiple arms and everything. But what I do think, they're still fighting in Yuji's domain, which seems to be like this winter scape, and I don't know, I haven't seen anyone else say this, but I immediately thought about the scene with Mahito at the end of Shibuya with Yuji hunting him down like a wolf. And yeah. So I'm wondering if he like somehow if it's not like a direct thing with it, that being his domain, it's like a foreshadowing of it.
Yeah, for sure. I like that a lot, and you kind of seem that same killer attempt that's going on right here too. Of just like, I'm gonna take you down. at this point, Ever, so the Talk no Jutsu wasn't a success, right? But it's kind of interesting. You do see some indications that Fushiguro is kind of breaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we see that shot of him,
Mm-hmm.
and as a little kid there and everything. So, and then you see Sukuna getting a little unnerved by that,
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because you had the question about the bath, about whether or not it completely like submerged his personality, which we thought it did, but I don't know, the way I kind of read it is that like we see Kid Fushiguro seeing Yuji, and he's saying like, oh, it's gonna be so lonely without you, and I'm wondering if like I read it as like Fushiguro is just being like an emo kid, like, just let me die, fine, I'll let you die. Well, I didn't really want to die, because we see him using the shadow to disrupt Sukuna's footing. That's how I kind of read it. Unless it's... Yeah. Go ahead with your thoughts.
It kind of seems like he's willing to sacrifice himself a little bit. I don't know, to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I read it, at least a little bit. It's kind of hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like he might be slowly killing himself or weakening himself so that he could be killed in a way,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Sukuna says specifically like, oh, I don't have access to the 10 shadows after Maharaga was killed, so so yeah. I don't know, I can see it going either way, because I keep going back to the Gege interview, like either all three of them, I think he meant like Fushiguro, Nobara, and Yuji are going to survive, or only one of them is. And I think either way it could work in this scenario, because Nobara is apparently dead. I'll get to that. But and then Fushiguro is looking like he's willing to sacrifice himself. But at the same time, I feel like Yuji could find a way to separate Sukuna from Fushiguro, and because we see them just wailing at each other, and then we see that Yuji is missing 2 fingers at the end of the chapter, which means that I interpreted it as Yuta ate one of Yuji's fingers to get dismantle, since he has the same ability as Sukuna. And and we see the final finger somewhere. So before I get into my theory, what do you think of this?
Like what is one in particular?
Just to do with like the finger. And Yuji's,
it's a weird position, because like I guess if Sukuna gets it, it might be game over, but then if it's kind of weird if like Yuji were to like consume it, like it's like, what happens then? You have Sukuna and both, and it could happen in such a way where maybe like both Itadori and Fushiguro sacrifice themselves to both take down Sukuna, in a way.
Yeah.
That might happen, and I think there is like this element where we saw Yuta being like, hey, like everybody's got to like put in their sacrifice, you know what I mean? So like, and then he took out Gojo's body, and I think like this will be the sacrifice for these two as well,
I mean, Yuta's just kind of trapped in Gojo's body right now.
Yeah,
but
he did have that line like, we need to like be willing to go that next level in a way to become like a monster, you know? And I think like Well, the next level for Itadori would be like, hey, like I'm gonna eat the finger again, to help bring him down,
Yeah. So the way that I see it, I think it's a fake out with this, because I think the final finger is under lock and key somewhere. I think Gojo put it somewhere, and I think it's far away from this fight right now, and I don't think that Sukuna is gonna get to it, because I'm on my copium. I think that Nobara is gonna do something. I think she's gonna come back, and that's how all three of them are gonna somehow survive. Because she can do the whole thing with her resonance, inflicting damage on one body part, transfers to the whole body. I mean, that's the only reason that I would think that Gege would put it like this, because it's separated from everyone. And even if like Nobara is like weakened still from nearly dying, I think potentially she could contribute this way. Do you think that I'm on extreme copium or what?
A little bit, but I can see it happening, which makes me not like it, because I just my pet peeve is bringing characters back who fake out devs. I don't like fake out devs. They drive me up the wall. It's my least favorite thing about One Piece. But I think, yeah, I don't know. But I can see a reality where that happens, even though I would not like it. So
yeah, I mean, why do you think that Gege did put the finger there as it was at the end of the chapter?
No, that's fair. I mean, it's I think I said, I think there's a lot of logic with what you're saying.
You just hate
it.
Yeah,
I just hate it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm just being blunt and honest about it.
No, I get it. I would be happy, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people would react to that, because I think more of the story has happened with Nobara dead than alive. So, yeah.
I mean, I guess that interview would be the only thing that would kind of contradict that, I guess, that he gave. But also, I just don't want to see the continuation of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
also,
at the end of the chapter notes, it said that it's reaching the climax of the fight. So
we just need Nobara, Mekamaru. Who else?
No, Mekamaru already did enough. Nanami did enough.
They're all. Everyone comes back. Everyone must be in the Royal.
They're
Rumble.
Confirmed dead. I'm still on the Nobara copium because they said that there was a slight chance.
No, it's okay. They could all come back. The Royal Rumble must be complete. Every character in the story. We'll bring back Mahito too while we're at it.
Yeah. I mean, the disaster curses do come back eventually, but
yeah, so they could all come back too. Jogo as well.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a turn in the ring.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to see it happen.
Yeah. But if that's the case, with Sukuna, I think something's gonna happen, but he might be defeated, but the merger might still happen, and then we have to figure that out. But I don't want that to be like the final, like I don't want that to be a whole arc. I feel like that would work better as like a final conclusion for this section.
Totally.
But yeah, any other thoughts?
I think that's about it. No, yeah, I think we've covered a lot of good ground here. Yeah, so looking forward to the next chapter.
Yeah, I want to see if my copium is real or not. But yeah, Let us know your thoughts, your theories. Let us know what you thought of the video, giving us a like. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.